A very good evening to all. This is Jai Kishan, and on behalf of Alumni Association and Training and Placement Cell, I welcome you all in the Alumni panel discussion. And the focus of today's discussion will be on catching up with the career goals in new changed world. And for the discussion, we have our alumni with us. Now, I would like to request our officer in charge, Training and Placement Cell, and Vice President, Alumni Association, Professor Deepak Nagaria, sir, to please take over the discussion.
Thank you, Jai Kishan. So, good evening, everybody. I welcome Director Sir, Professor B.K. Tyagi Sir, on to this online web-based alumni panel discussion. On behalf of VIT Alumni Association and Training Placement Cell, I welcome all the panelists of today's discussion: Engineer Sanjeev Gupta, Engineer Mohit Verma, Engineer Satyen Kumar. I also welcome all the faculty members and alumni members who are attending this discussion. I am glad to see the enormous number of students in this panel discussions. So basically, this panel discussion focused on the present scenario, and the topic of this discussion is catching up with your career goals in the new changed world. So now I would like to introduce our panelists. So first I am introducing Engineer Sanjeev Gupta. Engineer Sanjeev Gupta completed his BE in Computer Science and Engineering, and he was actively participated in sports and cultural activities during his college days, and he also won the title of He-Man during his studies. And presently he is working as solution director in a product company, and he has more than 20 years IT experience. Now the second panelist is Engineer Mohit Verma. He completed his BE in Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, and he is also actively participated in extracurricular activities during his college days. And there is one interesting thing about the Mohit Verma. He was the designer of our institute logo, and presently he is a seasoned banker with more than 18-year experience in this banking field across the Asia and Middle East. And he has also uh, this completed his MBA from IIM Indore after graduation from our institute, and uh, he is working with Swiss AZ, a Swiss bank out of Dubai, and managing corporate coverage and advisory practices for the bank in Middle East and Africa region. He has also experienced in Standard Chartered and ICICI Bank. Now, our third panelist of this discussion is Engineer Satyen Kumar. He completed his BE in Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, and Satyen Kumar was also actively participated in cultural and literary events. He is presently director in Cloud Solution Wipro Limited, Brussels, Belgium. Satyen has also worked with uh, Cummins as an enterprise cloud leader. He started his career with JK Tire and Industries. He also completed his master in business management from KU Leuven, Brussels, Belgium. So, after introducing our panelist, now I request to Professor B.K. Tyagi sir, our director sir, who is the uh, person who is continuously motivating us to do this type of online activities for the students and the faculties. So now I request Professor B.K. Tyagi sir. He is also president of our alumni association. So I now request to our director sir to inaugurate this panel discussion and address us. Director sir. सर वॉइस नहीं आ रहा, सर म्यूट है आपका। बाद में बात करेंगे भैया, बाद में बात करेंगे, बाद में। हिमांशु, हिमांशु, हिमांशु,
Yes, sir.
वो अनम्यूट करो, वहां से कमांड हो जाएगा सर का माइक।
Okay, sir.
Hello,
यस सर,
am I audible now?
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Professor Nagaria, for such a kind words. First of all, I welcome our alumni who are the panelists for today's webinar, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta ji, Mr. Satyen Kumar ji, and Mr. Mohit Verma, who have spared a lot of time for their institution and given their consent for the webinar which is being focused on such an important topic during this pandemic, catching up the new goals in the new scenario. I am really thankful from the core of my heart to these panelists who will definitely share some of their struggle, some of their experiences, their industrial experiences where they are working, which will definitely benefit our students and the alumni of this institute. Friends, at present I am looking that about 143 alumni of the BIT have joined this webinar. One thing which Dr. Nagaria has mentioned about the panelists, that all the three panelists have participated in extracurricular activities and cultural activities. And I am very staunch supporter, because I myself is a very much interested in extracurricular activities, participates in the games and sports, cultural activities as well. And I am confident that the persons who do something else beyond the curriculum, beyond the academics, they finally land up with certain great achievements in their life. And the sole example before all of our alumni is Mr. Sanjeev Gupta ji, Mr. Satyen Kumar and Mr. Mohit Verma ji. So, from the core of my heart, I am thankful to Professor Nagaria, who has organized this event on behalf of the Training Placement Cell and the Alumni Cell, which we are trying to make this cell more vibrant. And I am constantly persuading Mr. Deepak Nagaria and Mr. Beniwal and Mr. Mahend Kumar as well, continuously boosting their morale, that they must come up to make this association more vibrant, so that our alumni across the globe feel connected with their institution, because they have vast experiences to their credit. They can share their experiences with their juniors. They can help them in shaping their careers, and overall the brand of the institution will go high. I am confident once the brand of the institution go high, every alumni will feel elevated. So with these words, I will not take much of your time, because our panelists will guide you. They will share their experiences, and I wish a grand success for this webinar. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, sir. Am I audible? Yeah. Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us with your kind words. So, Jai Kishan, please, I think that take the permission from the director. Sir, should we start
Yes, you can start.
Sure, sure. Jai Kishan, please
Yes, sir.
continue.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words and for your motivating words for all of us. And now I would like to request our alumni, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, sir, to please carry on the discussion. Please motivate us with your kind words.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. And I would like to thank Dr. Nagaria for nice introduction and Dr. and Director Sir for the encouragement and organizing this webinar, with all the alumni and so many participants. And, it is a great opportunity to interact with young and bright students from my own college where I saved my future nearly 25 years ago. So, so thank you for giving me opportunity, and I hope I can contribute little bit to this webinar. So, I would not like to go through my introduction because Dr. Nagaria already, introduced me. So thank you, Dr. Nagaria, for that. And I would like to say a few things for the college students that this is the prime time of your life, and it can make and break your career. So use this opportunity and build your personality. Education is one part, and there are so many aspects of becoming a successful person. So as directors are emphasize on participating in extracurricular activities, it is very important. And you know so keep that in mind. And I hope you guys are actually taking active participation in all these activities. So for the like final year student, I would say uh, you guys are entering in a new phase in life, which is very exciting. And perhaps nothing is more exciting than graduating and having the chance to pursue a career of your own. However, many graduates are really not sure what career to pursue. It's perfectly normal for you to not know the career for you immediately after graduation. So many students, go through this phase and they don't know what to do next. Nothing is set, so which is perfectly all right. Uh, you know, but there are countless opportunities which are waiting for you. So you have to discover that many, that may really be the perfect one for you. So you have to actually, find out what is best for you. Just so, and your experience and choices will shape your career in future. It's okay to change your mind and start over again. You can always change or adjust the career you are pursuing along the way as you learn more about the industry. There's only so much that college or education can teach you. There are still things that you need to learn through hands-on experience that will help guide you in your choices. And never hesitate to ask for advice in the field you are considering. So, that's where like alumni and even your, professors, they can help you in that, and ask a variety of people, not just your professors or your parent, or people in the same field. You need to get more advice to use and determining what makes, one choice better than the other. Not every bit of advice you get may be good, so you need to weigh the advice carefully. Ultimately, it should be your choice, not someone else's, like, your professor or your parent, that you should go into this particular field. It's up to you. You have to, make sure what is good for you and what you enjoy most. Like being good at something doesn't mean that it's necessarily be your career. For example, I wanted to become a cricketer, but I chose to become an engineer because sometimes you have to be wise enough, what is good for you. So and when you are young, you you think like so many things, like, this is, I should become this and I should become that. And I can see in my own son, actually, until last year, he was not decided what he want to do in his life. He was keep coming back to me, like he want to do engineering. Sometimes he will say, I want to do computer science, or something else. So this is the phase of life where you come across with so many things, but ultimately you have to choose wisely what is good for you and what you enjoy most. So that is the key. And it's okay to fail. It takes years to master a skill. So don't expect that you will never make a mistake. People learn from mistakes, and that actually saves your career. So but important thing is, like, you should learn from the mistakes and never repeat those mistakes in your life. So you will bound to make mistakes, and everybody does. So there's no way you can actually ignore all those mistakes. So it's perfectly all right. And money, one more thing I would like to say, money or compensation should not be your sole criteria for deciding what is what is going to be your career in future. You also need to take into consideration whether the career will make you happy and fulfilled. It is entirely possible to have a career with good compensation but end up being miserable in your personal life because you don't enjoy what you do, and it will also impact your personal life, which is very important. I can give you my own example. I was working for Coca-Cola and managing IT operations, which was very demanding in nature. I had to jump into a call even at 2 a.m. in the night whenever there was a severe demand issue. Despite having 25 people in my team, which were spread all over the world, and I used to spend 4 hours in commute time every day, which was impacting my personal life. And Satyen once actually visited to Atlanta, and he can vouch that I was not that happy at that time because I was totally into my job. I was not enjoying my personal life, and it was also impacting my relationship with my wife and my son. So ultimately, I decided to change that job. So you have to think like what is good for you, not like company name and good compensation should not be the sole criteria for your, choosing the career. And one more thing I would say, don't give up. It might take a while for you to achieve success or, fulfillment, but it's your persistence that will eventually lead you to it. And finally, don't forget to have a plan B, because if suppose whatever you have planned, if it doesn't work, then you have the plan B. So it's very important to have plan B. That doesn't mean that you keep changing your plans regularly, but it's always good to have a plan B. So that's my 2 cents to start with, and I will ask other panelists to.
Yes, sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us from your words. We'll all surely, for sure, we'll try to learn from our mistakes and we'll keep a plan B also. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to request our second alumni, and we have Mr. Mohit Verma, sir, with us. So I would like to request him to please come and take over the discussion.
Can you hear me, all you guys?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Good. So before we start, I've noted down the names of everybody who presented their screen. तो भाई साइड से जरा मेरे को स्क्रीन दिखा देना अपनी. एक्सपेरिमेंट बहुत हो रहा है यहाँ पे. इन सबके सर इनके सबके सेशंस के नंबर कटने हैं. डॉक्टर नगरिया सबके नंबर कटेंगे इस बार. But jokes apart, I think these are the times when everybody enjoys looking at the screen, looking at so many young faces. I mean, it's so much fun. It reminds us of 20, 24 years back when we were in college. And those final years, those final few months that possibly you guys are in. Unfortunate times, sometimes that COVID-19 is kind of spoiling the farewell parties for many of you. But life goes on. So coming back to what Sanjeev was talking about, I think pearls of wisdom in terms of how to conduct yourself. College life is a very protected life. I mean, you have been into those peripheries of your hostels, peripheries of your colleges, laboratories, in the good supervision of your professors and teachers. Real life is not that easy, my friends. I mean, you are going to step into a real world. So if you're not skilled, if you're not ready to face those challenges, you're inviting trouble. Now, there are people, I mean, in our times, in our school, in our colleges, we have seen those smart guys who prepared themselves in terms of stepping out. They're thinking ahead of themselves. But then there are few of us who are kind of still living in our fantasy land and saying that, hang on, I mean, once we get into the real life, then we'll see what we need to do. Tying back to what Sanjeev was trying to mention, possibly this is the time for a huge amount of introspection. When I say huge amount of introspection, the most important thing that possibly you need to figure out is that you are being cut loose. There is no friend, there is no professor, there is no four walls of your college or classroom or laboratory, nothing. You are out in the wild. And those of you who possibly did their summer internship slightly seriously, they would have seen that the real world out there is not that easy. But the idea of this is not to intimidate you, possibly. The idea is to look back and see whether we could share a few of our examples, like Sanjeev shared his examples while he migrated to US and how he came up with all those things. Last 2 decades, I mean, we were talking yesterday, I, Sanjeev and Satyen were talking yesterday, we have seen 2 huge crises. I mean, possibly COVID-19 is a watershed event in terms of how we have to conduct ourselves in the future. But if you look back, dot-com bust 2001, 2008, 2009, the great financial crisis, GFC, which happened, that shook the world completely the way we knew the world. What I'm possibly addressing to the final year guys right now, final year people who are stepping out, who wouldn't know how this crisis is going to pan out for them. I have only one piece of advice to you. In 2000 it happened, in 2001 it happened in 2008, 2009. These are temporary things. You need to build that resilience in yourself. Now I will touch upon, when I say resilience, there are a lot of aspects and facets of those points about resilience in terms of what we need to do ourselves to do so that we are ready for those challenges. This is definitely going to be not so easy in terms of getting hired, finding right jobs, finding right skills. But then, you have some 30 years in front of you, 30, 35 years of working life in front of you. पहले 2 साल में कुछ नहीं मिला, पहली जॉब अच्छी नहीं मिली, पहली चीज पसंद की नहीं आई, it's not end of the world for me. No. I mean, the point is, these are the times where you unwind yourself and try and get ready for the next step. वो बोलते हैं ना, you take 2 steps back so that you can run forward. This is exactly the time where you need to use this time. This is a downtime for the whole of the world. You need to use this time for your benefit. You need to see what is the skill gaps. You need to find out where I can upskill myself. And a lot of those aspects, possibly, if time permits, we will talk few of those things. But without taking too much of a time at this stage, I think my 3 cents of advice, possibly, I give to everybody and anybody that I meet, whether alumni or not so alumni. Increase and improve your activity levels. Now, when I say increase and improve your activity level, have you been attending all the seminars? Have you been punctual? Have you been hardworking? Boss, teachers and professors can ignore few of those things. Once you step into the real world, nobody is going to condone these things. So, if you have been a If you have been a very disciplinarian, good, very good for you. And if you're not, pull up your socks, my friends, and get out, because smell the coffee, the real world is waiting for you outside. Upskill yourself, as I said. This is downtime. Somebody, what is the world looking? Digitization is happening. What do I need to be employed in a digitized world? Can I upskill myself? Do I know enough that people would be employing me? Thirdly, many of us have seen this movie, entertainment. Boss, networking. And I cannot emphasize this word about networking enough. If you are not networking enough with alumni, with your friends, with your senior, with your professor, with your ex-professors, your guest lecturers who come, the industry experts who come, if you're not doing the networking, my friends, you are in for a rough road. घूम फिर के सब लोग पहुंच जाते हैं वहां पे, बट पॉइंट सारा ये है कि डू वी लर्न प्रॉपर्ली एंड गेट देयर, और लुढ़कते पुढ़कते पहुंचना है वहां पे. तो बॉस, वी नीड टू पुल अप आवर सॉक्स अगेन. Networking is the key word. Fourth thing which I just want to, before I take too much time, and I'll invite Satyen after this. Guys, all of us, none of us is perfect, but all of us need to work extremely hard on our articulation, on our presentation skills, on our communication skills. कितना आता है आपको, कितना नहीं आता है आपको, वो देखेंगे मार्केट में. बॉस, पहली सीढ़ी तभी चढ़ोगे जबकि आर्टिकुलेशन कर पाओगे, जब प्रेजेंट कर पाओगे, जब अपने आप को बेच पाओगे. You guys, all of us, this is an art which all of us are lifelong learners. And if you do not do it at this stage, even if somebody is shy, take a professional course to get there. But knowing is not enough. If you're not able to articulate, if you're not able to present yourself, all of us need to work on that. So on that note, possibly I'll just take a break and I'll invite Satyen for his experiences.
Hey, hi. Hey, hi, Mohit, thanks. I hope that I'm audible. Thank you, respected director, sir. Deepak, my friends, and hello, everyone. It's my pleasure to be with you all. Well, this is, to start with, this is a great initiative to bring us together, to discuss your students' aspirations and sharing with, sharing our experience, And when I look back, almost a quarter century, that when I finished, or when we know it, and when people finished and passed out, from the IT. Coming back actually on this time, if you really see most of the things which Mohit and Sanjeev has already articulated so well, that we need to prepare ourselves in this time. For some people, this time is a big disaster. While there are the people, there are businesses, there are enterprises. For them, it is an opportunity also. We don't know at what extent, because we are we are in between of that time, right? So in this time, it is absolutely needed that we first we know that where we are heading in our job. So are we looking for the job, or are we landing in the career? This is, I think, every one of you need to, prepare yourself. When I say that landing in a career, what I mean is, it's like, you are a 4-year runway. Then you take the flight to reach to certain destination, and that destination is your career. Now, to reach there from where you are, or where you were quarter century back, and what flight did we take to land in the right career path? You can have your tools. You can have, very simplified tools, your own techniques. You know yourself better. you know your aspirations better. But on the tools perspective, where we should plan our career, the career tools, I suggest you a very simple exercise, and that's what we used to do actually. What I ask you is take a pen and paper. On one side, you write that what are the things that you are good in. So in a way, what are your strengths? Just write in your words. Absolutely needed. Don't 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 use Microsoft Word or anything. Write your strength. On the right side, you write your weaknesses. On the second line, you write the opportunity and the threats. What are the threats in your career? Okay. Then, I mean, this is very important. Then, once you know that, you have to go from left to right using three or four things. The very first which comes to my mind, and Mohit has already expressed it so well, is the social power. The power of social network, be it making the network whatever best you can, probably in the LinkedIn or any search optimization or your personal branding on the social media. Do it. This is very important, to attract, rather than you go to the job comes to you, the people come to you. Second thing is, what I consider is that now, in this time, more and more companies, enterprises, they are using on phone or videos, or to get you. So the second thing I see is the presentation skills, and to be specific on the voice power, what how how you have the right voice, how you give the good signals to the recruiters, good signals to the employer. you know Join some courses, create your voice and communication better, and it would you will definitely have the outcome from this power. The third thing which I want to also touch on is your body language. Body language is how you actually ask the right question to yourself. That's very important. You dialed into this webinar. You already asked questions. You already asked few questions. You responded it. Then you dialed in. So that's the right uh, questions and the answer. That's our internal communication that happens. Work on this so that you get right answer. You get the outcome what you desire, and that will translate to any face-to-face communication or interviews, or making the contract, making the working with the enterprises. And this is going to, so the three things, right? The power of social networks, so social power. The second is your internal power, including the voice and the communication. And the third is your body language. Use the right body language. So, so I think with this just a few words, I want to hand over back to Deepak, and also would like to get some time so that we all interact with you, take your questions. Just try to be as brief and contextual as possible, and we will try our best to respond to you. That feel free to reach out on the social mediums, connect with us. If there is a specific question, we'll try our best to give the contextual answer as well. Okay, Deepak, I give back to you.
So thank you, Satin. Thank you, Mohit. Thank you, Sanjeev, for share their experiences and whatever your experiences about the life. So now, Jai Kishan, I think we should start the discussion, open discussion on this platform with the students and our panelists. So I think panelists Mohit, Satin, and Sanjeev, are you ready for the discussion with the students? So Jai Kishan,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so please,
Sure.
Jai Kishan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you can start this open this platform for the discussions.
Okay, sir. Okay, so now our alumni will answer questions. So whoever is interested or whoever wants to ask anything related to their career or whatever their problems, they can ask with our alumni. They can discuss it with our alumni. So I would like to take the questions now. You can unmute your mic and please ask. Please only unmute your mic if you are asking any question. Otherwise, please mute it.
Good evening, sir. Sir, myself Ashirwad. Hello.
Yeah,
Sir, I just wanted to ask that as nowadays we hear that there are jobs in IT sector and many students want to pursue that, even the branches or even the students of other branches. So what we do to find out that what are the chances, means how can we switch to other fields like from our colleges we hear that there are placements in good placements only from the CS or IT branches. So what the students of other branches should do?
yeah. So, Mohit, can you take this question, please? Deepak.
Okay. No, I mean, I was talking to myself. Sorry, it was a little bit of mute. I'm not in engineering background right now. I mean, I left engineering 20 years back. But one thing I know for sure, I mean, I have seen a lot of people doing the career switches. For example, I did the career switch. I am one of those 3 idiots who studied engineering, did MBA, and working in a bank. So these switches happen. But as you rightly put, saying that how can other branches switch into those kind of things? It goes back to the point which I was telling earlier. Do you have the skill? Have you upskilled yourself? Can you compete with a CSE guy or can you compete with an ENI guy for the same role? And more often than not, the answer is a loud yes. Because at entry-level jobs, and Satyen recruits heavily, Sanjeev recruits heavily for the fresh graduates, they can vouch for this, and maybe I will just invite them shortly. Your attitude, your aptitude. These 2 things are very, very important. I mean, they have a huge number of points during an interview. Beyond that, if you don't know a language, fine. I mean, language could be taught to you, or programming or coding could be taught to you. But if the aptitude is not there, attitude is not there, it becomes very, very difficult then. So in short, shifting is easy. Now, the question about how do we find out was I always mention to anybody that I speak to, there is a term called internship. अगर इंटर्नशिप को गूगल कर लें, इंटर्नशिप को डिक्शनरी में उठा के देख लें. इंटर्नशिप का मतलब है कि बॉस जो चीज सीखनी है, समझनी है, करनी है, वहां पे जाओ, हाथ जोड़ के खड़े हो कि मालिक ये सिखा दो, and upskill yourself. You do a great job in internship, you will get a job. In my organization, I have recruited around 7 to 8 people over last 7 to 8 years, exactly like this. Somebody came up to me and said, boss, I want to be an intern. Okay, let's talk to you. And I found this guy is sharp enough. He got into a temporary job, and after a year or so, he got permanent. So the point is, if you are looking for a dream job, by the way, you don't know what the dream job is. There's nothing called dream job. So, but if you're looking for something like a dream job into very first thing, boss, nahi hota. I mean, we need to smell the coffee. We need to come down to the real world. But in terms of switching, I think we have 2 other panelists who are extremely experienced in terms of IT hiring. Maybe they can share some wisdom on that.
Yeah.
I would like to add whatever Mohit has said. So it's very important, it doesn't have to be like IT. Suppose if you are a mechanical engineer, there are so many different kind of jobs within mechanical engineering. And first thing is, you need to identify the area where you want to be in, right? And then get certified and learn, that particular, trade. And once you will get certified, then you need to develop your personal brand, which is very important. And then building relationship and network, which Mohit and Satyen already emphasized on it. It's very, very important. Even though you can be like really, really good in any particular field, but if you don't know how to brand yourself, how to market yourself, and if you don't have networking, believe me, you will not be successful in your life. So it's very, very important. First of all, identify that particular area, get certified, and take internship. Like Mohit said, it's very important, and you will find ample opportunity for internship to get into that particular field. Once and then you can actually build from there your career. So most of the interns, they get hired by those companies. So you need to be aware of all these opportunities. So sometimes you don't get direct job, but you can get into any company through internship.
Yeah, just very quick one. Since your question is also touching the IT, currently we have all sort of industries, be it communication, be it So now the time has totally shifted now. The time when we left, for example, these 25 years has been totally transitional. Now, if you see uh, you forget about few very key shop floor manufacturing. Most of the companies, the process, they are software companies. The banks are the software companies. The everything is like the software company. Even the healthcare system, or the even the physicians, the doctors, their helper, the artificial intelligence based. Everything in next 5-6 years, you will see that they will be part of and the software companies. They are the software companies. So what I mean is, it is not mutually exclusive what you have done. You have done mechanical. It is complementary. To write a letter, you need to write. Computer. It doesn't mean that you are in IT. So my point is, stop to demarcate the non-IT and IT thing. Okay. And see where the job roles are coming. Career is what the demand and supply, where you have to supply the demand is coming from, and then match with your hobbies and interest. That's my view. To request you not to look on the career perspective of what I'm in IT or non-IT. This is absolutely the wrong demarcation.
I think absolutely whatever you said, Satyen, it's very important to be, IT savvy, even though if you are mechanical engineer or civil engineer or whatever, I have seen like all those people who are like in the business side, only those people are very successful in their career who are IT savvy, who can understand how IT works because everything is done through IT. IT is the core for every industry nowadays.
Yeah, just last piece, Abhishek, since you asked the question, that getting a job is a matter of a phone call, so it's not a big thing, right? You can get the job. It's a matter of a phone call. That's it. It should be just the right time. Yeah, back to Deepak.
So,
Yeah, please go ahead.
sir, sir, I just had another doubt. Like in this time of pandemic, is it affecting this sector in any way? Like my parents are saying that in the coming time, like if situation occurs again, it will affect the jobs and like that. So you should go for the government jobs. So what about that?
Yeah, I'll just take it, very quickly. That 2 weeks back, Gartner conducted a very big survey, and I got a copy of that as well. And what they have measured is they measured the 14 big industries. What they have found, and based on those research for thousands of CIOs, CEOs, What they have said, there are a few industries which are more impacted. There are like, for example, the manufacturing, the consumer products, etc. These are on the bottom. When you go on the up, there are like healthcare and IT, and this is like the on the top. These few industries, right? But it doesn't. This is in the short to medium term, right? It doesn't mean that the requirement will go cease. The requirement is not going to finish, right? So the thing is, you get to get the job started to, because you need to land in the some job to start the career. You start with something, okay? You start the opportunity you get, and then subsequently build the momentum into, towards your interest or your availability at that time. That's my point.
Sure, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
And I would say every problems like this pandemic situation or recession, they actually presents a lot of opportunities in different fields. So just, they are temporary phase. They will come and go, even in, you will come across like many recessions in your life, like I have seen 3 recessions actually in my life so far. And I have sailed through. So don't worry about the recession or pandemic situation. It is temporary. It will go away. Focus is the important thing. Just focus whatever you want to do, and this presents you an opportunity to learn and develop your skills. So whenever market is open, you will be the most prepared person to get that job. So just don't worry about the which area is hiring, which area is not hiring. This is all temporary. Eventually, all sectors will start hiring. It's a matter of time.
Sure, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for the answer.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, I am in the second year currently. So I was thinking of taking entrepreneurship as my career, but sir, there are few insecurities like I need to have a backup. So sir, and my friend said you can't have job as a backup means no, I'm completely unaware about it. So sir, what should I keep as a backup?
अभी आपका स्टार्ट हुआ है श्रेयांश, आप CASP में हो, आप शेफ एंसिबल पपेट, तो आप एंसिबल टावर और कीजिए. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज. व्हेन यू डू इट, डू सम सर्टिफिकेशन, गिव मी अ कॉल और सेंड योर CV.
And one more thing, actually, first of all, I would like to, say like, I'm thrilled to know that you want to become an entrepreneur, which is very rare these days. Everybody want a safe and comfortable life. So kudos to you, and all the best. And believe me, there are so many opportunities, so many areas where you can actually create new business, successful business. But I would like to say, in order to become an entrepreneur, first get the experience of that particular industry, whichever industry you want to become entrepreneur, first get the experience by working in that industry. So maybe 1 or 2 years, or as an intern, whatever, to get the idea how that particular industry works, so that you can be successful in your own, company. So first get some experience and then start your company. That's my suggestion to you.
Yeah, maybe I heard something else. So I thought you expressed that you are already in IT into certain technology. So I heard about Ansible. So if that's not the case, forget my answer. Just ignore my answer. Sorry for that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so we are here to take the next question. Anyone who ever wants to ask a question, please, you may ask. Okay, so we have a question from Vipul Tiwari. Vipul Tiwari, please ask your question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Am I, sir, my question is how important is having work experience before joining MBA program? As we are fresher, we don't have any experience. So, what is better, working for some years and then joining MBA or directly joining MBA?
Can you repeat your question, please? Because there was some problem. Couldn't hear
I
properly.
was asking that many MBA programs are asking for work X before joining their program. So, as you know that we are fresher and we are not having any kind of work experience. So, what is better, working in some company for 2 to 3 years and then joining the MBA program or directly applying for it?
You already answered your question. It's important to have some experience before joining any MBA program, and that's where value is. Without having any work experience, if you will join any MBA program, not many companies actually give any weightage to that kind of degree. So, but Mohit and Satyam, they have done MBA. They can actually give you more advice on that. Mohit?
Okay, so if you look at the top 50, 100 universities in the world which are imparting the MBA programs, or in some form or the shape, some impart the MBA degree, some do the diploma programs. Increasingly, there are institutions which are preferring a work experience. Now, it doesn't mean at all that a fresher cannot get into this institution. I mean, if somebody is exceptionally good, they definitely get in. Now, the point here is whether a work experience gives you that kind of an edge over a fresher or not. I think it goes back to what I was talking earlier about the attitude and aptitude. There is no right or wrong answer to this question. Vipul, if you can get through one of these IIMs, and if they take you without having experience, and to get in without having an experience in means somebody needs to be a little more exceptional than others. So there's no harm in, if you can get a footing now in one of the better known institutions, go for it. But if you go for a second or third or fourth tier institutions, just because they want to fill the seats and they take you, I mean, I personally wouldn't recommend that. But then every individual situations are different. So to go back to the point, is work experience beneficial? The answer is allowed, yes, obviously. A lot of foreign universities prefer that, and that gives you a different perspective. But again, I mean, if you get into one of those better institutions, why not?
Thank you very much, sir.
Vipul, did you sit for the CAT exam?
Sir, currently I'm in third year. I'll sit in 2020, the coming November.
Wonderful. All the best. All the very best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we can have the next question, please. Whoever wants to ask, please, you may ask.
Good evening, sir. My name is Abhishek Sharma, and I'm from first year. Sir, I have read on some of the sites that now this certificate is not at all a valuable point of view for the hiring companies. They emphasize more on the qualities of a student. So while my question is particularly when we go for learning any of the courses, should we emphasize more on the valuability of certificate or the quality of learning? Means how valuable is to getting the certificate.
And Abhishek, are you talking about certifications on IT, or you're talking on the project management, or what sort of what is your branch, Abhishek?
So it's a computer science engineering.
Okay, computer science.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's a very good question actually. And the question, you are in third year, and you're talking about.
Sir, I'm first year, sir. First year, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. Uh, so now your question on how much certifications are helpful to the career. I think when you will pass out, and if you start to build, for example, now, it will be really helpful. It's a very very short question, and the reason is when you get your CV, how your CV will stand out for the rest. Yeah, so this will help in this. The second piece of advice is certification is a your launch pad. It doesn't mean you have reached there. So you do the certification, I don't know, in cloud or AI or robotic process, anything that allows you to go and to learn about more deeply. It doesn't give you that you know everything. And by the way, it's a bit out of context, but yes, for example, I have been the one of the most certified in the cloud and ML and AI in Belgium, and I feel that it is helpful. And when you start to do it, you feel that the more you learn, the more you don't know. So in that sense, I think yes, these are very helpful.
Yeah, in IT, certification is very, very important, especially to get into any job. And also even if you are into a job, sometimes your company also want you to get certified in particular area, for example, cloud or Java. It definitely helps. And both are important, having knowledge, good knowledge, and certifications. But for the freshers like you to get into job, it's very important to have certification, especially in IT.
Yeah, and mind me that it is very costly as well. The last time I counted, I had 58 certification and take the average of 165 euros. I think that gives quite a big chunk of money. So yeah, I think that's what you need to plan accordingly.
Thank you so much, sir.
Professor Deepak Nagaria, can I ask one question on behalf of students? Professor Deepak
Sure,
Nagaria, are you there?
sure,
Yeah.
madam. Sure. You can ask.
Yeah. So, good evening, Mr. Satyan. Good evening, Mr. Sanjeev. Good evening, Mr. Mohit. I'm Shahnaz Ayub, faculty in Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, colleague of Professor Deepak Nagaria. On behalf of students, I would like to ask one question that UGC is coming out with certain rule norms about examinations, etc., and also AICT. So recently they have come up with circular that based on the past assessment, they will evaluate the students. So without taking the examinations, like based on the past assessments kind of thing. So do you think that suppose if this would happen and without examinations, if the students are getting past degree, would it affect the job? There's like how it would affect getting the students jobs, because assessment examinations is important, I think so. So how do you think that how the market will look at this criteria? How the industries, how the companies, how the research institutes, how they will look at our students if this would be the case?
I think this is very unprecedented times, and very different situation, like normal situation. So even though, not just I think in India, even some foreign institutions, they are promoting their students to next level without exams because of the situation. So, that doesn't mean that one should stop studying or learning, that should be the constant criteria for any student, So, So yeah, I mean, ultimately your knowledge and, that will give you job and make you employable in the long run. So even though if you will, graduate to the next level, that will not guarantee you a job or make you employable. So you have to keep working on it.
Yeah,
And
I
uh,
think
and also just my views. I think it is more and more exams are getting not outdated, but it's more like out of use actually. Okay, I've got two sons, both the teenagers, and I'm also in the same situation of parenting where they are, their colleges, yeah, due to corona, the class didn't happen, and apparently they are also going to promote to the next level, right? So I believe there is no um right answer that whether it is useful or not, but it is more like different this year. So just take it like um, yeah.
now suppose if you are recruiter and you happen to get with 4 candidates, out of which one is from 2020 batch and other 3 are from maybe prior to 2020 batch, or maybe after 2020, after the pandemic batch, then how is your perspective, like if you are recruiter, how is your perspective, like how will you see the candidate who is pass out of 2020 batch, which is without the examinations, based on internal assessment kind of thing? You have like what will be your views, like
Well, I think
getting the
the first is how is his CV, the signals coming out of CV,
like
and then when
like
I,
just to mention it clearly, that how the degree is
yeah,
how much is the value of that particular degree by in view of a recruiter.
it's again the demand and supply, right? So if I have let's say 50 CVs in my hand, I don't know what I would usually that's the research that the first 7 or 8 seconds are important when the CV is in hand of the recruiter. So now in those 7 or 8 seconds, what your CV reflects, what the signal it gives to the recruiter who is assessing the CV is important. While saying this, remaining 49 candidates who are not selected or assessed, it doesn't mean that they are not capable enough. It's matter of how you present yourself.
Exactly. So it's very important to build your resume. Resume should be precise and, it should not be very lengthy, not more than 2 pages actually. And, you know, it's all depend on your branding, how you brand yourself, how, what you write in your resume. It's very, very important. That can get you selected or get you rejected. So, first thing you need to be selected for interview. And then in interview, I don't think people expect you to know technical things, because anyway, companies know that you are a freshman. You just come out from college. So, they just go by your aptitude, whether you have the right aptitude and right attitude. Both are very important. Aptitude and attitude and your communication skills. These 3 things are actually key for getting selected in a job interview. So first step is your resume. So work on your resume. I think every student should start working on their resume from third year itself. What to write, and how to write. You can take actually some professional help, from outside.
Actually, that's a very good suggestion. Deepak, I don't know in TNP cell, do you have some resume service? If for the students to help them out in getting the professional resume created. I think this is it's a very good suggestion.
Yeah,
If you
very
can
good
have
suggestion.
yeah
Yes,
yeah
wonderful suggestion. I would request Professor Deepak Nagaria that we should start this practice, that we should start building up resume of our final year students in institute itself. We should
Yeah,
guide them.
Yeah.
We should give them
And,
professional
and,
guidance.
presently we have
and
presently
one more
students.
thing, Deepak, sorry to cut you off.
Uh,
I remember when I was graduating, everybody from my batch, they used to have same resume, same style. And, that was copy and paste. And, because nobody told me how to write resume. And even today, I've seen many students from college, they are using the same format. And that makes me, sometimes feel bad, but sometimes sad also that, our college has, crossed so many milestones since I left 25 years, but people are still using the same format. So resume is the key. Please take, professional help. Even though if it costs some money, do it. It's a worth spending that kind of money and resources.
I would like to add one thing into this, that your resume should have the direction wherever you are applying. Like suppose if you are interested in applying in IT sector, then your resume should be directed in such a way that it should be suitable to that particular industry. If you are applying for research institute, then your resume should direct in that way. I think the style, the format should not be same. It should vary from the perspective wherever the student is interested. If it is IT sector, then his resume should be towards that direction.
we
Absolutely.
can take help from the professionals. So I think some communication classes are going on in that class. In those classes also, we can include some lectures on resume writing or biodata writing, like that.
Good. Thank you.
So in the sector which I am in, financial sector, there is a term which is very regularly used. It's called the spray and pray. Now spray and pray is, मैंने 2000 कॉपी बना ली अपनी सीवी की और आज मैं टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया की तरह बांटने जा रहा हूँ, या फिर आज जितने भी लिंक्डइन में मेरे कॉन्टैक्ट्स हैं आज सबको ईमेल भेज के मानूंगा मैं. Actually, you know what, many a times this works, but the chances of success is, सबने अपनी probability पढ़नी है, 1/1000 ही है फिर वो. So point ये है, as Dr. Ayub also said, this document is your personal branding. That's you. And if this is not well dressed, I mean, it becomes then equally difficult for a recruiter also to look at you from the same pair of eyes. So it's important that you spend time and energy, as Sanjeev and Satyen said. It is extremely critical that that piece of information is a personal branding, and it needs to be tailor-made to the situation that you do. Spraying and praying is a 20-year-old story. It doesn't work. Are you seen on the social media? Are you doing anything on, say, for example, LinkedIn, which is more positive overtures? I mean, liking Instagram or collecting likes is a teenager job, which is fine. But are you doing something pertaining to your industry, which gives you a little bit of limelight? Because the moment your resume gets selected, there are people who go behind your social life. They look at every possible thing about you, what you have said, how you have said on the internet. I remember 3 years back when I changed my job. I was in a BFSI sector and I was changing my job from Barclays Bank to Credit Suisse. And I got a phone call from the recruiter and said, listen, man, we can't find much about you on the internet. And I said, listen, I mean, I'm only on LinkedIn. So if you're not responsible about what you talk about, what you write on Facebook, if you're not responsible what you do on Twitter and any other social media platform, this TikToks and this and that, must be ready to get surprised that there are machineries which are working to find the right kind of a candidate. So manage your social life, manage your social media life in exactly same manner, safeguard that privacy exactly in the same manner as you would want to do in a face-to-face relationship. People go to extend their algorithms without even you knowing. You try to clean up your digital footprints, it becomes difficult. Many of us are at a critical stage in our lives, some trying to change the career, some trying to enter into the workforce. It is extremely critical that we know what branding are we doing for ourselves. So it's very, very critical. Anybody who is in second year, third year, final year, I think they need to go back and look around what they have been doing on the internet. If I, as a recruiter, go and search for you, would I find that as an IT recruiter, you have created some pro bono library software or a software for an AI company, or you have been writing something about the topics that nobody wants to talk about? So it's important that you create your own branding. In our businesses, for example, I write a lot of things on LinkedIn in terms of what is happening in my industry. That gives brownie points to me. When somebody Googles me, they say, oh, this guy is very interested in talking about a certain kind of things. And that is your personal branding. So my request is, I think this suggestion is extremely important to start building up your CV. But CV में जाएगा वही जॉब कर रहे हो ना, तो बिना करे CV में नहीं जाएगा, तो वो करना भी शुरू करो साथ साथ. So whatever you want your CV to look like, whatever your personal branding you want to look like, you should start doing it now. And then it should become a part of it. 1 सेकंड लगता है फेक चीज पकड़ने में, 1 सेकंड, और आपको लगे कि आप बहुत स्मार्ट हो, मुश्किल हो जाती है कई दफा. एंड आई एम श्योर वी हैव 24 years of experience holders sitting here who have looked at the CVs day in day out. I mean, you can smell the CV and say कितना सच है कितना झूठ है. So idea is do something, then put into the CV. But to the point, tailor made it. It's your personal brand. Do it as best as you can. जैसे आपने जेई की या फिर AI ट्रिपल की तैयारी की थी, या अभी कैट की या फिर गेट की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, बहुत इसी लगन से, उसी मेहनत से इस डॉक्यूमेंट को बनाएं. हर 2 महीने में उसको देखें कि ये ठीक लग रहा है कि नहीं. Talk to people, talk to alumni, talk to, as I was saying, when you network more, you show your CV to those people and ask them saying, if you were to recruit me tomorrow, would you consider this CV? And that's how you kind of start fine tuning this. And boss, कोई रेड कारपेट लेके नहीं खड़ा है बाहर आपके लिए. बहुत मेहनत की जरूरत है, आज भी और आगे भी. एक बार आप, when you get into the real world, then also this personal branding is required. So आप, everybody should possibly start working on that aspect as much as you need to be very strong on your technical side. बिना content के ज्ञान देने में ना आसान होता है, टीवी रिपोर्टर भी देखता है. कंटेंट चाहिए, लेकिन उस कंटेंट को पैकेज नहीं किया हमने प्रॉपर्ली, एंड इट जस्ट लूजेस दैट चार्म. सो पॉसिबली इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड में हम बहुत डाइवर्स बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं. वी आर, लॉट ऑफ अस कम फ्रॉम नॉन मेट्रो सिटीज, एंड द पीपल हु कम फ्रॉम द नॉन मेट्रो सिटीज, इट इज इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस एंड मेनी ऑफ अस दैट वी नीड टू run faster, we need to upskill ourselves faster, we need to put in a lot of effort in trying to get to that space. Soft skills बहुत ही underrated point है. And to that point, yesterday we were talking to Satyen, pearls of wisdom in terms of, for example, we were talking about parenting, the kind of things, I'm a parent of two children, but we never thought on those lines. So the point is, are you learning every day? Are you putting that thing into your personal branding every day? And if you're not doing, start doing. This is going to help you in the long run.
Good. Excellent.
Very well said.
Exactly, Mohit. Exactly correct words you are saying, and I think hopefully students will understand all the meaning of your words. So Sanjeev, I think you are saying something.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like Mohit said, in order to package, your resume, you need to have content, and content only comes with experience, with whatever you have done so far. and it takes like minute to find out whether this person is fake, whether this person has actual knowledge about particular field or not. It takes minute actually. If you will fake something, we can find you out within a minute actually. Very first minute I can find it out that this person don't have that knowledge. So it's very important to have content, and content you can only bring with experience, with knowledge, by reading, so you have to constantly work on it. And at the same time, packaging is very, very important, and branding.
बस जिससे मुखातिब हो ना, वो बंदा उसी स्टेज से गुजरा है जहां पे आज हो. हम अपने टाइम में अपने आप को स्मार्ट समझते थे, but there was always a smarter person in front of you. So after 20 odd years, you see exactly the same thing, that when you try to fool the system, principals आपको पता होता है कि हाँ तू कहाँ से चल के आया भाई, मालूम है.
Exactly.
Absolutely. The first time, in 1996, somebody asked me to send us, the CV by email. Then I asked him that what's your email password. So that was that time. And by the way, Deepak, if you remember, you created my email. Yeah. So that's I mean, now the things are very easily available. My 3 years old daughter, she does everything in the YouTube, and she knows the sort of IT what we had done after 25 years. So now the things are available, right? So the point is, the questions which were at our time were the same. The answers are different. The means are different. The ins are different.
And there are a lot of opportunities compared to those days. You have everything available on the fingertip nowadays, and a lot of awareness, lot of content available online. You don't need to even struggle like we used to, to find out something. And also there are ample of opportunities these days. So, compared to 1996 when we passed out, I remember to get the first job, it was so difficult. After coming out from college, Deepak Nagaria knows, how we struggled in the beginning to get a first job. And that too, like in sales, I didn't know how to sell anything. And I got a job in sales, selling software or computers. And that too, I worked for 3 companies in India, and all 3 companies actually shut down. So I was so you guys actually don't know what is struggle. And struggle is it makes you wise, it makes you stronger. So it's not that bad actually. I feel good now. Whenever I look back, I think if I can sail through those times, all these recessions actually is nothing. So hard time is very important to learn and to become stronger. So don't worry, things will be fine. This is all temporary, and stay safe.
So Sanjeev is saying exactly true कि धीरे-धीरे वो तो एक टाइम आता है, टाइम को हमें किसी तरह उसको एडजस्ट करना है. Then after that we have to win. So कहीं ना कहीं स्ट्रगल सभी की स्टोरी रही है. मुझे लगता है और क्वेश्चन आंसर और क्वारीज होंगी शायद. सत्येन शायद और बच्चों की क्वारीज भी आ रही होंगी, कुछ क्वेश्चंस होंगे. जय किशन.
Yes, sir.
Jai Kishan.
Yes, sir. So we have one question from Ishita Srivastav. She want to ask something. Ishita, you may ask now.
Deepak, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm running a little late. People are waiting for me. Actually, I'm going for a hiking. trip. So I have to drop it out. I hope it is not
नहीं नहीं
a problem. Okay.
नहीं
And I
थैंक यू
wish,
संजीव
I wish everyone success in life and just hanging on. It's a temporary phase. Okay. All right. Good luck.
Thank you so
All
much.
the best,
Thank you so much, sir.
ओके थैंक यू संजीव थैंक यू
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, sir. So now we were talking about our name brand. So how much does my CGPA matter during placement and my career in the IT sector? If I have a good hold on soft skills and technical skills, how much does it affect my brand?
Satyen, you want to take this?
Yeah, can you repeat? So your question is on the percentage what you get in the
How important is the CGPA in addition to the soft skills?
I think it's as important as getting the first call. Okay, so as I mentioned that you need to have something on the CV where you can stand out with rest of the candidates. So if I have suppose 10 candidates, then I need to have some criteria where I select the CVs that this CV is better. So when there is a lot demand, then only it matters. But when it doesn't matter is after you spend the time 3 years, 4 years, or you're starting some time, or you have done something which you have already stand out. Likewise, I mean, if you are in IT, think about if I'm looking for some some opportunities on building something on the cloud, and I see a fresher, and he says that okay, I have done this Amazon certification, or whatever the level is there. Now I can easily correlate. Okay, yeah, that means at least this guy has some direction or some kind of a interest in going towards this line, this direction. So then it becomes important. So my short question is, yes, percentage matters, but on the initial, mostly on the initial phases. Even after some time, we don't write the percentage. Even we don't write the BI, the BTEC or these things.
Thank you, sir.
So Jai Kishan, any other questions? Jai Kishan,
Deepak, there are a few questions on the chat, I think.
yeah, exactly.
I'll just look at one or two of them. It says, please tell us about the opportunities for engineers after the lockdown. I think in some ways or the others, we try to address in terms of what could be the opportunities. The idea is to remain motivated. The idea is to remain positive. The idea is to keep continuously upskilling yourself. Be flexible in terms of how you want to present yourself. Lockdown is a temporary phenomenon. I mean, I think all of us have said it so many times. It is a temporary phenomenon. And when we say temporary, it could lead from 3 months to 12 months or 18 months. You guys have 35 years, 40 years in front of you. Forget about these 18 months. I mean, just don't get too bugged about it. If you can prepare for higher education, if you can crack CAT, crack GATE, do civil services, do ES, something or the other that you think is your calling, I think you should also start considering those things. This is a wonderful downtime for yourself. You could use this time to possibly learn few tricks in terms of how to get to the next stage in your career once you get your first job. So I think it is, as Satyen said so many times, it's a demand supply thing. Supply is there, demand is not disappearing. It is just a small hiatus, as we say, there's a small gap in between. Things will come back to normal. All you need to do is be resilient, take very, very good care of yourself, you need to keep looking yourself in terms of how do I manage myself, how do I conduct myself well. So I don't think you should get too worked up about the fact that tomorrow morning I need to get something, otherwise I'm a failure. It is not there. 40 long years in front of you, boys. 40 years. So just don't get too bogged about 40 weeks or here and there. Nothing matters. There is another one from Pallavi. If a person is preparing hard for his or her aim and fails in getting better result all the time, what should he or she do next? Listen, I mean, I'm not a very big fan of saying keep trying, keep trying. I think, you know, sometimes there is an effort issue many a times. I have a huge perception about myself that I'm the best banker around in the region. My clients, many of them don't think so. A lot of my colleagues don't think so. A lot of you people may also talk to me and then say, "What bolta hai?" Point is, कहीं ना कहीं वो जो रिजल्ट का जो ओरिएंटेशन है, उसमें मैं ये नहीं कहता एफर्ट की कमी है. आई थिंक उसमें डायरेक्शन की कमी है. मैं आजकल अपने बच्चों को स्केलर वेक्टर पढ़ा रहा था, तो ये मेरा ख्याल है स्केलर चल रहा है, उसको वेक्टर बनाना जरूरी है. वी नीड टू ऐड अ डायरेक्शन टू दैट. तो ये जो constantly, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and you are failing, that means you need to change the direction a little bit. I don't know what your current situation is. I don't know whether I'm able to answer the exact question, or maybe if you're not comfortable here, we can talk separately. But the point here is that maybe an effort in a right direction is what is required. Possibly seek some professional help and see whether वो कहना कि दरवाजा बंद है, धक्का मारे जा रहे हैं, बाजू में खिड़की थी वो दिखी नहीं. तो थोड़ा सा I think it could be a bit of a direction of effort. Satyam?
Yeah, rightly said, Mohit. And in fact, Einstein, I remember is, very well what he says. Einstein says that if you want to keep doing the same thing and not getting the result, that means you have to change the directions.
I agree. Why people choose MBA and what are the skills required? Very पेट पे लात मारेंगे लोग तो.
And what was your favorite place to hang out in Jhansi? Well, I am from Jhansi.
I mean, was it a question? I mean, I don't know. Favorite hangout place in Jhansi?
Yeah, there's a question from Gurpreet Lakha that what are your favorite places to hang out in Jhansi at your time?
I think Elite Choraya or
Nabharat.
I know. English Book Depot, if I remember.
अच्छा, एक क्वेश्चन और है मोहित, रवि कांत का. If someone named to prepare for civil services after engineering, does it will be an efficient way to move on?
मेरा पड़ोसी कैट की तैयारी कर रहा था, इसलिए मैंने भी करी. मेरे ऑपोजिट जो हमारे बैच का टॉपर था, वो जीआरई की तैयारी कर रहा था, तो मैंने कहा जीआरई भी कर लेना चाहिए. और हमारे बैच में एक साइंटिस्ट साहब हैं, बहुत फेमस साइंटिस्ट साहब हैं, वो डीआरडीओ की तैयारी कर रहे, तो हमें लगा डीआरडीओ की तैयारी कर लेनी चाहिए. आई थिंक व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट इज टू फाइंड योर कॉलिंग. we cannot be rudderless. तो इंजीनियरिंग के बाद सिविल सर्विसेज, बॉस empirical evidence says that 50 to 60% of the selected candidates in civil services traditionally have been engineers. It essentially means that engineers are a good fit for a civil services. So if that answers the question, good enough. But क्योंकि मेरा पड़ोसी तैयारी कर रहा है तो मुझे भी कर लेनी चाहिए, I don't think that's a valid enough reason for anybody to pursue those things. You need to find what you are good at, what you want to do. और what you want to do obviously changes at every stage. हम लोगों ने जब करियर शुरू में, when I started my career, I joined SAIL. कहाँ SAIL है, कहाँ बैंकिंग है अभी. Things change, goals change, career changes, times change. COVID किसको पता था आने वाला है? Before COVID, I was always preparing for a face-to-face interview. I am very, very well trained in picking the social cues. कि आप कैसे बैठे हो, आप कैसे बात कर रहे हो, आप कहाँ देख रहे हो. I can pick कि तुम कितने interested हो. I'm trained to do that. अब इस call में, what can you find out? So we need to upskill ourselves to now figure out कि when a call is like this, जहाँ पे सिर्फ लोगों की एक still तस्वीर लगी है, सिर्फ लोग बोल रहे हैं और बात कर रहे हैं. How do you find out what's the true worth of the guy? How do I interview somebody? Or how do I actually give my interview to someone? So ये चीजें बहुत change होती रहती हैं, हर aspect पे change होती रहती हैं. You need to have a longer goal in front of you, but you can't get bogged down into nitty-gritties. इंजीनियरिंग के बाद सर्विसेज अच्छा होता है कि नहीं? हाँ होता है. इंजीनियरिंग सर्विस अच्छा होता है? हाँ होता है. गेट हाँ, कैट हाँ. भाई, what do you want? आप देखो ना आपको क्या चाहिए. But it goes back to exactly the point which earlier Sanjeev was also saying, boss, Satyen raised a very nice point. पेपर उठाओ, पेन उठाओ, लिखो चाहते क्या हो. अरे यार, बाजू वाले ने कुछ अच्छा कर लिया तो बस मेरे को वही बनना है. अभी नहीं होता है. You need to find your own calling. Spend time with yourself and try and find out what you want rather than just kind of following someone. So follow your own calling. So short answer, obviously, I mean, civil services empirically says there are a lot of engineers which get success out there. So if you think you have it in yourself, you should go ahead.
Mohit, next two questions. I think the first one is anyone wants to choose ML. I think he's writing ML and cloud computing. What's the roadmap to follow it and to get a job? And second is also on the cloud computing. Yeah, Sunil. So I'll be actually very brief because I'm at risk, you know, that I can kind of speak a lot on this. So otherwise, what we can do is probably in let's take IT specific questions some half an hour, or I'll ask with Deepak to have you know cloud related questions or ML or AI or DevOps, artificial intelligence. You know, these are very contextual in current moment. So very quick answer is yes, this is just starting. This year, even after COVID, is going to be 400 billion spent on the cloud. It's a new spend. The companies like AWS, Microsoft, Oracle, OpenStack, IBM, Red Hat, these are multi-billion things. They are doing investment. They are doing investment on the resources, on the new product, new services. So ultimately, it's again creating a huge demand. And in fact, if you have read this morning newspaper, what IBM says, it's down right now in the demand, in the resource demand, in the skills demand. As soon as we touch Q3, is going to be multifold, because it will it will cover the drop which we have now. Yeah, Sunil and Akshit. अच्छा, अक्षित का क्वेश्चन है कि एक्सपीरियंस अपकमिंग डेज. या तो अक्षित, जैसा मैंने कहा कि दिस इज स्टार्टिंग नाउ. Okay, and everything is going to move here. Again, bank, which I mean, if you see the big banks, big insurances, for example, they have become a software company now. If you see the factories, the way the is doing is a software company now. So ultimately, all the verticals or all the business units will converge to the software, right? And when it comes to software, there is where I will get more cheaper, where I'll get more agile or speed, and where I'll get more optimized performance or return of investment. Right, so that's where the cloud is fitting. And in fact, 3 years from now, people don't even talk about cloud, because by default everything would be on the cloud. ठीक है, अक्षित.
Yes, sir.
Guys, can you go mute? I mean, we can't hear. ENT cell.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Jai Kishan.
Yes, sir.
Jai Kishan. Now I think और कोई queries है लगभग?
No, sir. No, sir. We are done with the questions. No, sir.
एक question और है मोहित. There is one more question coming from Shivam. That he is asking that I'm about to enter a corporate sector. My question is, how much any idea of the box is appreciated there, or would it backfire? And corporate sector is actually that much harsh as is shown in the media platform. Yeah, Shivam. Yeah, Mohit, did you see the question? Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not very sure that our idea of box probably is he wants to know the out of the box ideas or.
Okay, let's. I mean, Shivam, I wouldn't go into a long answer to this, but a very short answer to this is that Satyen, Sanjeev, Dr. Deepak, myself, all of us are in the industry for 24 years. I have never seen a good idea being killed. I haven't seen any good idea being killed. In the industry, you know, why today 3 or 4 of us are on this platform is because there is always a learning which the young people can give to somebody who are in middle senior management kind of roles. We need to look at the energy coming from those young people to possibly get to the next level as far as the corporate success is concerned. So if somebody is telling that, I don't know which media harsh references you are referring to, but if the idea is good, I haven't seen huge amount of resistances to this. ये जो resistance to change होता है, ये हमेशा होता है, चीजों में होता है. But the idea is going back to what I was saying an hour back: articulation, presentation, communication. आप अपने बॉस को जाके बोलोगे कि सर ये मेरा आइडिया ले लो, आज से आपकी नौकरी जाने वाली है. People will shut it down, obviously. But if you go and try and present the idea in a form and shape that it looks like a great idea for the corporate development, for the success of the team, that is how it's are accepted. So it goes back to, you know, हम एक ही चीज को बहुत बार घुमा घुमा के बता रहे हैं. ये जो ब्रांडिंग वाली पॉइंट है ना, आपका आइडिया आपकी ब्रांडिंग है. You cannot make anybody else insecure into this process. So मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि 100% cases में things are taken on board, but more often than not, if the idea is good, every management is waiting for a smarter idea to possibly reduce the workforce or to gain more productivity or more efficiencies into the system. So any good idea which takes the organization to the desired goals are always welcome. And in organizations, large organizations, there are always windows where you can go and talk about your ideas. There are forums in which you can go and talk. If your boss doesn't like your idea, it doesn't mean that it's a stupid idea. There are enough and more outlets in a bigger organization where you could go and present your idea. So if the idea is good, you definitely would be heard.
Yeah, it's very exciting to see there, you know, so many questions coming on. Very happy to see, you know, that you are reaching out and asking the questions, which is very important. The next question, Pallavi is asking about how important is the language skills. Just a quick, yeah, Mohit, you want to take that? How important is the English skills?
I think in single word, why is India the outsourcing capital of the world? And the simple reason is twofold. One, we are good at English, and two, we are good at analytics. हमारा जो दिमाग में जुगाड़ है ना, वो बहुत जल्दी चलता है. So we are very good in analytics. Precisely why a lot of the outsourcing happens to India. And this is one of those reasons why you should understand why English is increasingly becoming the first language of conversation. World over, 70 to 80% of the conversations, the legal, the drafting, the laws, the documentation, everything is in English. Now I can see the thread of your question, which says that I am not confident in English. I don't know how to present myself and speak in English. Ab mere interview aane wale hain, how do I manage? And that's precisely why I asked Pallavi which year you are in. If you are in third year, you have a runway of 12 to 18 months in front of you. We have enough examples in our batch. We have enough examples in our senior batches where people struggled with their English. But by the time they were in final year and all, I mean, I'm not at liberty to name few people, but those are the guys who won the English jam competitions during your Utsav and all. I mean, somebody who would struggle to say a one coherent sentence would actually go out and win an English just a minute contest. He will start, and for the next 60 seconds, he wouldn't stop and he wouldn't repeat. So in case there is a little bit of lack of confidence which is coming in, 12 months is long enough time if you are at it that you can actually gain that proficiency. There are enough and more professional courses that can prepare you for those things, that can prepare you how to face the interviews. The point is, if you start by saying कि मुझसे नहीं होएगा, then it's a problem. You just need to have your mind completely open to say कि boss ये करना है and how जाना कैसे है, कैसे करना है, you will find the ways to navigate this. But the last thing that you want to do is, और ये बहुत होता है, और मैं उस बहस में कभी नहीं पढ़ना चाहता कि हम इंडिया में हैं और हिंदी क्यों नहीं और फला क्यों नहीं, यार वो बहस ना हम फेसबुक के लिए छोड़ देते हैं फिलहाल. Let's go back to the real life, smell the coffee, get up in the morning and think कि पूरी दुनिया किस चीजों पे चल रही है. यहाँ पे जितने नाम लिखे हुए हैं स्क्रीन के ऊपर सब अंग्रेजी में लिखे हुए हैं, तो कोई ना कोई बात है. हम चाहें अपने, I mean, I use my mixed language. I have a good grasp on Hindi. I have a good grasp on English. I am multilingual. Our friend Satyen can speak 5 languages right now. So the point is, linguistic skills you can get, but you have to put an effort. So वो effort अगर नहीं जा रहा है तो then I can't cry कि यार मुझे French सीखनी है लेकिन मुझे इसको सिखा दे. तो अगर, and this is probably not targeted to you, it is to everybody who is possibly thinking that English is not my first language. You know, अभी recently मैंने वो Super 30 movie देखी थी. I'm sure you guys would have watched the Super 30 movie. उसमें भी एक ये concept आया था कि हम English नहीं बोल पा रहे हैं, उन बच्चों के साथ कैसे बैठेंगे, कैसे exam देंगे. And look how they overcame their fear. So there are lot examples in terms of how you can overcome those fears. पहला step नहीं लोगे तो कहीं पहुंचोगे नहीं, डरते रहोगे. तो डरना बंद करो and you need to march ahead. And it's for everybody who still thinks that they are very good at English. Most no one is. So we need to, जिसकी English अच्छी है उसकी articulation में problem है, जिसका articulation अच्छा है उसके presentation में problem है. We are a lifelong learners of these things. We need to learn at every aspect of our life. जो एक चीज में अच्छा है, build on the other. उसके ऊपर दूसरा build करो. That's how you will possibly get to the next level and to your satisfaction. So this is, I mean, longish answer, Satyen, about your linguistics. I mean, we're all fan of it.
No, fortunately or unfortunately, I'm in a country where the country is divided on base of the language, and in my family, actually, my 3 kids. So my everybody we speak French, we speak Hindi. My younger son, he speaks Dutch. 3-year-old daughter, English, Hindi, and French. So it's all sort of languages. But yes, I mean, one thing is there. What I see in this part of the world is the necessity to learn the new language, because necessity is what you invent the things. So the necessity sort of thing in this part is not as much as you are in some countries. That might be because of the career options, that might be because of the mindset, or whatever. I mean, this will again go to the Facebook debates, right? But yes, if I were you, definitely I would think to how I can learn more, how I can project my voice better how I can have better accent, better pronunciation of certain power words. How do I reflect the persuasion in my when I speak, when I discuss with the recruiters, or I think it is important. Yes. Quite many questions. Maybe just let's just have very quick. So Sunil is asking about the Lambda and Web. Yes, the serverless is good, Sunil. So Lambda, S3, etc. These are on the serverlesses, but don't just focus on one cloud service provider, because the future is, or what's coming is the multi-cloud and hybrid, where your own data center would be cloud. Okay. About blockchain, I think there's a lot of fuss in the blockchain. There's a well, by the way, I have done quite a lot of blockchain. I still the technology is not catching up. IBM is doing a lot of thing in the blockchain, but it's still I think at least 4 or 5 years. And second comment is cryptocurrency is not blockchain. It is just one application of the blockchain. The next one, good evening. What were your aim and dream when you were in our age? That is probably, okay, this is a very good question actually. This is the best question, Satyendra. To me, I don't know that in my life I will ever buy a Maruti car. Okay, so I think I answered your question. तो बीआईटी ने हमने बहुत सीखा यार, बीआईटी से। बीआईटी ने ही तो बनाया है, तो इस पर तो कोई क्वेश्चन करने का जो है कोई बात ही नहीं है, क्योंकि जैसा अभी बोला ना, लाइक रनवे, ये पूरा जितना कैरियर और जितना ये फ्लाइट रही है, बिकॉज ऑफ द रनवे. इफ यू हैव बेटर रनवे, so your flight is very safe, है ना? तो I think you also, Mohit, you also share the same views.
I think you're so right. I mean, those were the formative years, and anybody who's at the age group, and if the question is what were we thinking about, the kind of communication, the kind of access to the information that you guys have today. In our times, we had nothing or none of it. It essentially meant that the avenues for us to research, avenues for us to really make up our mind what we want to do at that stage. We're talking about 24 years back. I mean, internet is in India is around that age. So from that perspective, while what we were looking at, what we were trying to do was very different. हम लोग शायद, सत्यन, आई एम श्योर यू विल एग्री, हम कल एक नौकरी मिल जाए वाली कहानी पे थे, बस कल एक नौकरी मिल जाए फिर देखेंगे आगे क्या है, और एक्चुअली वही हुआ. All of our batch got that पहली नौकरी मिल जाए उसके बाद देख लेंगे, और 70% 80% बैच ने एक्चुअली देख लिया. The formative years of struggle, the formative resilience जो आई ना लोगों के अंदर, कि बॉस अभी किसी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा वो IIT JEE क्रैक करने वाला, how are they different, कि बॉस वो लगता था कि यार ठीक है वो IIT से निकल के आए, आओ 2-4 साल काम करते हैं उसके बाद देखते हैं कौन क्या करता है. So I think that is the spirit that you also need to develop. सबके सपने अलग हैं, हमारी ख्वाहिशें अलग थी, आपकी ख्वाहिशें अलग हैं, और ख्वाहिशें अलग इसलिए थी कि मेरे ख्याल आप लोगों को एक्सपोजर बहुत ज्यादा है, हम लोगों को एक्सपोजर उस जमाने में कम था. इंजीनियरिंग करने के बाद हमारे पास 2 काम करते थे, या तो नौकरी पकड़ लो, या गेट दे दो, या कैट दे दो. इनमें से कुछ नहीं हुआ तो नोएडा में CV लेके चक्कर काटो. तो 4 चीज के अलावा कुछ नहीं किया हम लोगों ने उस वक्त. आज जो आप लोगों के पास रनवे है, जो एवेन्यूज हैं, जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं, जो रिसोर्सेज हैं, I mean, I don't want to get into the background of the people in terms of, I come from a very, very humble background. I just couldn't spend my money the way I wanted at that stage. अगर आप में से वो कुछ लोग वो खुशनसीब हैं जो कि who have those resources that they can do what they want. Money is not a hindrance, time is not a hindrance. then you should avail for that. और वो जो आपकी जो टारगेट सेटिंग है, आपकी जो ड्रीम सेटिंग है ना, वो उस हिसाब से करो. हम कई बार ये सोचते हैं कि अगर वो रिसोर्सेज हमको मिली होती तो शायद थिंग्स कुड हैव बीन डिफरेंट और मे नॉट बी डिफरेंट, बट दो ख्वाहिशें रह जाती हैं. तो हम जब आपकी उम्र में थे तो बहुत कल सुबह का देख रहे थे, बट आप लोगों के पास बहुत रिसोर्सेज हैं. लंबा सोचो, रनवे लंबा करो, and fly high, boss. I mean, fly much higher than what we guys are up to. Satyen.
Yeah, I think there is. I can't see any more questions. So let's give back command to Deepak. Deepak, you still there? Hey, Deepak. Deepak, you there?
Sorry, sir, but I think Deepak sir is not
You're talking on mute. Deepak, I think you're talking on mute.
Are there any other questions? Director sir, in case you want to have some question, you want us to address something. I mean, I know
Yes,
we have taken more time than it was budgeted, but if there is any further question, we're more than happy to take these.
Hello, hello. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Okay, really, I am thankful on behalf of the BIT Jhansi that all of you have shared your experiences and motivated the students of this institution. And what I feel, 2-3 things were very important, particularly, which have been shared at this juncture. One is that you have to be a constant learner. I have also learned something from this session, and I believe in that philosophy also, that you have to be a learner up to your last breath. Otherwise, you will be out in the cutthroat competition which we are facing in the professional world. If you are not in a habit of learning constantly, you will be out. Second thing is content. Definitely, content is very important, and which basically comes from the knowledge domain which you have gathered from different resources. As it has been said that there is no dearth of the resources in these days. It is basically you have to exploit, you have to upgrade your knowledge domain, only then you can sustain. And another thing which is very important, which have been said by the panelists, is the networking. So it's a time of the networking also. Without networking, you cannot succeed professionally, you cannot grow in your career. So whatsoever deliberations had been made by the panelists, they are of great use to the students. And I am confident that our students will definitely retain some of those experiences, and they will excel in their profession. With these words, I am again thankful to all of you. I am thankful to Nagaria ji for organizing this meet. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the word of appreciations to panelists. Satyen?
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think all queries are over. I think. Jai Kishan? Jai Kishan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All queries are completed.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir. All queries are done.
Okay. So thank you, Satyen, Mohit, and Sanjeev also. So for spending, I think, more than 2 hours. So thank you very much for resolve the queries of our students, as well as guidance to our students for their future and for their career shaping. And thank you to Director Sir for encouraging us to do this type of webinar and web-based online panel discussions. So, and all faculty members who have attended this discussion. So I think Mohit, we should leave now. Mohit, Satyen.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks a
Yeah.
lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Director sir. So now
Thank you,
take the
thank you,
permission.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.